Dear Sir, Madam, we are glad to present our research findings here at International Conference in Research, Business and Research 2021 of University of Moratuwa. The topic which we are going to talk about today is a study of the effectiveness of working from home during COVID-19 pandemic, a preliminary study on Sri Lanka. The researchers who contributed to this research are W.N. Silleheva, N.K. Samarasinghe, and myself, T.D. Samarasinghe. Coronavirus, COVID-19, a global pandemic, has been subjected to unprecedented testing by society. It pushes people to think a few times before proceeding to work, leisure, basic travel, and everyday activities. This has affected the economies of a large number of countries as a whole. As a result, a number of economic sectors have come to an impasse. Just as society is not mentally prepared for the situation, we are still left with no approximation of the magnitude and solution of this pandemic. COVID-19 is a new coronavirus that has been circulating in society since December 2019, creating mutation virus strains. Dilatation of the respiratory tract by close contact with other people is the most common mode of transmission currently recognized. Proper use of masks, active of social remote measures like social distancing, and adhering to basic hygiene are the only ways to prevent the spread of the virus. COVID-19 has been declared a worldwide health emergency due to the rapid spread of the virus. By May 2021, there were 181 million reported cases of COVID-19 globally, resulting in more than 3.92 million deaths according to World Health Organization's data. But that number is continuously rising today as well. So some countries shut down non-essential enterprises. Meanwhile, incidental meetings are prohibited. Many employers advise their employees to spend as much time indoors as possible and do social distancing and prevent face-to-face contacts. The authorities instructed the employers to take a risk assessment in the circumstances of the pandemic to protect the public from harm. The World Health Organization has published a risk assessment tool in determining the safety of every public gathering. This tool includes risk assessment, risk mitigation, and risk communication as well. So, employers should also do a particular risk assessment in the workplace as well and decide the safety of their employees. They must communicate the results of risk assessments with their employees in an open and transparent manner because office premises have been identified as one of the top places for COVID-19 infection. Employers are compelled to embrace different work methods. Therefore, work from home, social distance training in the workplace is gradually embraced. Many countries have used various tactics to combat and protect against the COVID-19 pandemic. The situation in Sri Lanka is not different. Sri Lanka has suffered like 3 waves of infection, the third wave which was the worst of it. The country has enforced a complete lockout from time to time. A series of measures have been put in place, including travel restrictions, public meeting restrictions, suspended schools, special programs including work from home was initialized. So it seemed possible to control the spread of the disease and keep the number of infections at a comparatively low level. Preceding the third wave of contagions, only a few number of infected patients and a few deaths were reported. Schools were gradually reopened and limited social distances were gradually restored. Praised for being successful in controlling the propagation of COVID-19 crisis. However, as late as April, COVID-19 patients began to rise. As the situation deteriorates, drastic measures had to be taken to regulate the spread of the virus. So new rules were introduced to wear masks in public places and if If those people who have violated those rules were subject to be severe disciplinary actions as well. This research explores experiences of employers and employees in Sri Lanka using a definition framework and a SWOT analysis. So this can be resulted on improving the understanding of work from home, explore the factors influencing work from home, the practicality and effectiveness of this methodology, flexibility, and the work motivation and the potential implications for employees. Data for this survey was collected by a Google survey and conducting a virtual meeting. The Google survey was distributed among 60 employees, and this Google survey included 26 open and close-ended questions. The survey was distributed through email and social media sites such as Messenger, Viber, and WhatsApp. The survey is designed to allow respondents to respond as quickly and easily as possible. Convenient sampling technique was used to facilitate sample selection. 50 satisfiable responses were collected from employees and 5 employers were interviewed using Zoom virtual meeting platform. Work from home, flexible workplace, and remote work are the foundations of the study. The main goal of this study is to see how work and life have been influenced by work from home. Secondly, how to improve work from home's links with work and life aspects. When working from home, individuals should take into account 3 key aspects. Those are organizational factors, family factors, and individual factors. Organizational factors have been proven to be extremely significant for work from home provisioning. Employers who help employees with work from home requests supply work from home related facilities, technological training, organizational communication elements, employee welfare, and organizational IT assistance. According to studies, work from home requires an organizational culture of trust as well as an atmosphere in which colleagues and managers can have confidence. These variables were discovered to be closely linked to work from home. Work from home is impacted by individual factors as well. Some examples include self-discipline, self-motivation, and capacity to work independently, perseverance, self-organization, self-confidence, time management abilities, and computer literacy expertise. Family factors such as residential location, the number of members of the family, and children's age of the family is also influencing work from home. The work from home domain, on the other hand, is not without its detractors. Work from home related expenses, paying electricity and internet bills, for example, might lead work from home staff to lose enthusiasm at work. The number of working days and the amount of time spent on work from home can't impact work-family conflicts. Employees find it difficult to distinguish between working and non-working hours, and as a result, they frequently work extra. The lines between work and family life are blurred, which might lead to overwork and shortened work-life balance. From this slide, we depict a SWOT analysis with the comparison of work from home and work from office. So, we have depicted the strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats according to the experiences of the employees and employers of certain organizations. The strengths of work from office has been depicted as networking with peers and face-to-face interaction, able to prevent miscommunication, supervision can be done effectively, work and life can be separated, greater access to tech and low risk of information leakage. The strengths of work from home is flexible arrangements, no office distractions, freedom, familiar environment, money saving and time saving, work-life balance, absenteeism reduced. The weaknesses are being depicted as from work from office, lack of flexibility, sedentary lifestyles, political influences and workplace conflicts such as noise and disturbances, irrelevant side chats and meetings which consumes time, unnecessary spending like social gatherings. So work from home weaknesses, distractions by family members and household chores, a lack of supervision, communication barriers, loneliness can occur due to lack of social interaction, conflicts within work life. Opportunities from work from office is maintain proper professional career and build opportunities, and work from home can recruit new talent around the country as the distance is not a barrier anymore. So threats for work from office is being described here as less workforce diversity, married women and elderly cannot contribute much. Traffic and related pollutions can occur when you take your vehicle to office from your home. So work from home threats are data thefts and misleads can occur. Poor work policies sometimes have to bear the extra electricity bill or internet bill, and high competition. From the experiences of the employers and employees, which aided us to gather the information and interviewed, it is viable to conclude that employees are comfortable with work from home if the right policies and reliable risk management policies are implemented. As work from home has many gaps in the current structure, and dissatisfaction roots the lack of policies for effective work from home. This is the end of our presentation. Thank you very much for listening.